Good morning. Today is Monday, the 21st of December, and we're doing the O antiphon actually for yesterday, but that doesn't matter so much. O Key of David, scepter over the house of Israel. You open and no one can close. You close and no one can open. Come to set free the prisoners who live in darkness and in the shadow of death. The Key of David. That image is used in Scripture a couple of times and as a title referring to Jesus. And here it's used, Key of David, scepter over the house of Israel. So we think of a scepter, a standard of power that the king wields. And Jesus wields this power of opening and closing to lock and unlock something. Did you ever lock your keys in your car? We've all done it. You realize a millisecond before the door permanently locks that the keys are inside the car, on the seat or on the floor or in the lock or somewhere. And there's nothing you can do. The door shuts, the door locks, and there are your only keys. The other ones are 100 miles away or somewhere. So what are you going to do? Well, these days you have a cell phone, and so you call AAA and they come and they unlock it, or you call actually Chevrolet and they can unlock it over the internet. I've done that a couple of times, but in the old days, way back in the early 80s, when you didn't have these things, I mean, AAA was around, but who had money? We were in seminary and we were at our church one Sunday evening, and I locked the keys in the car. So it was a Honda. We got the thing and coat hanger and went over the window, and tried to pull the thing and unlock the lock, but we couldn't get it around the handle. So then we thought about it and realized that if we picked up the keys, and even if we got them to the top of the window, it didn't matter. We still would never get the key over the window. So we looked around the church and we finally found a long, stiff kind of thing, some sort of metal rod, which we got over the window without breaking it, and that alone was a trick. And we were able to push the button on the door on the other side of the car, just feed this thing through there and push that button and unlock the passenger door, which got us in, got the keys, and got us home. But for about a half hour, we were wondering how in the world we were going to do this, because we had no way to get the car unlocked. And that's a terrible feeling when you can't unlock your car. Your keys, you can see the keys, but you can't get to them. We've all done that. We've all been there. Well, here Jesus is referred to as someone who opens, unlocks, and no one can close it. No one can lock it. And he's asked to come and set free the prisoners, those of us who live in darkness and the shadow of death. In Scripture, the shadow of death is used sometimes for deep, deep darkness, that kind of blackness that you just can't see anything. And the shadow of death also means exactly what it says. We're going to die, and there's no hope. Jesus comes and brings us hope. Don't forget that. We'll see you tomorrow.